MathKlik.
Mabuhay! Is there a mechanical way of solving any quadratic equation? How do we solve quadratic equations using the quadratic formula? In this lesson, let us derive the quadratic formula and use it in solving quadratic equations. In many instances, the methods of factoring and completing the square in solving quadratic equations are tedious, especially when the values of a, b, and c are very large or very small. There is the so-called quadratic formula that can be used in solving any quadratic equation in one variable. Let's derive the formula by solving the standard form of quadratic equation using the method of completing the square. Let's start by dividing both sides of this equation by a to make the coefficient of the quadratic term equal to 1. The resulting equation is x squared plus b over ax plus c over a equals 0. Subtract c over a from both sides. This yields x squared plus b over ax is equal to negative c over a. Make the left side a PST by adding b squared over 4a squared to both sides. This is the square of 1/2 the coefficient of the linear term. Factor the PST on the left and combine the fractions on the right. This will result to quantity x plus b over 2a squared is equal to b squared minus 4ac all over 4a squared. Then apply the square root property by extracting the square root of both sides of the equation. This will result to x plus b over 2a is equal to plus or minus the square root of b squared minus 4ac all over 4a squared. Solve for x by subtracting b over 2a from both sides and at the same time simplifying the radical. This will result to negative b over 2a plus or minus the square root of b squared minus 4ac over 2a. Finally, combine the fractions. This is now the quadratic formula. It is important that you memorize the formula to ensure the smooth flow of its application. Now for a very important reminder. Before applying the quadratic formula, make sure that the quadratic equation is in standard form so that you can identify the values of a, b, and c correctly. Let's solve the equation x squared minus 6x minus 27 is equal to 0 using the quadratic formula. The given equation is already in standard form. Let's identify the numerical coefficients. A is equal to 1, b is equal to negative 6, and c is equal to negative 27. Let's write the formula for easy reference. Now, we substitute the values of a, b, and c to the formula. Evaluate the resulting numerical expressions. Simplify them to find the values of x. And there you have it. The roots of x squared minus 6x minus 27 is equal to 0 are 9 and negative 3. Let's solve another quadratic equation using the quadratic formula. The equation 4x squared plus 3 is equal to 8x needs to be transformed in standard form to easily identify the values of a, b, and c. This can be done by subtracting 8x from both sides to get the equivalent equation 4x squared minus 8x plus 3 is equal to 0. Let's now identify the coefficients. A is equal to 4, b is equal to negative 8, c is equal to 3. Then substitute these values to the formula. The resulting numerical coefficient is x is equal to 8 plus or minus square root of 64 minus 48 over 8, which is equal to 1 plus or minus 1/2. Therefore, the roots of 4x squared plus 3 is equal to 8x are 3/2 and 1/2. Now, try this. Use the quadratic formula in solving the equation 2x squared plus x minus 15 is equal to 0. The solutions are x is equal to -3 or x is equal to 5/2. Solve the equation 6x squared plus 5x minus 6 is equal to 0 by quadratic formula. The solutions are x is equal to 2/3 or x is equal to -3/2. For more matitinik tips, just click MathKlik. And please, don't forget to subscribe and click the notification bell for our next video lesson. See ya!